Ah, bro, someone's definitely been in here. What the frick? I found this PlayStation 1 on eBay for £10. The item was listed as faulty, but in the description it didn't exactly detail what was wrong with it. We're going to try and identify the fault, fix it, and get it back up and running. And yes, I am extremely excited for this video. Let's do it. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening YouTube. What's going on? It's your boy Joey Does Tech, and welcome to a brand new video. I obviously had to buy a few things other than just the broken PS1 itself. This was A, to test it, and B, if I managed to fix it, it would be pretty cool to play on anyway. So I first off started with a game, and that game being the OG version of Theme Park World. A fair few scratches on the back, but the seller said that it works absolutely fine. Next we have the fairly obvious power lead and the PS1 controller. This controller itself was in very, very good condition in my opinion. Then of course for the main event we had the PS1. The main console and the controller came from separate sellers and both seem to be in really good condition. Okay, so I do sincerely apologise, but this is what I'm having to work with currently. I have my mount for my phone wrapped around the headrest of my gaming seat. I've had to search high and low for this TV because it's the only one that had the three little red, yellow and white cable ports at the back of it. So first things first, let's set up the PlayStation and see exactly what's wrong with it. Bro, it's been a minute since I set one of these up, man. Now if I remember correctly, if you didn't put in the controller before you turned the console on, then it wouldn't work. I could be wrong about that. Okay man, let me use my zoom in function. Oh, it's picking something up because it's got AV. Is anything going to appear? Does that happen if you don't have a game in? Let's try it with a game. Okay, so that hasn't quite worked. Let's put in Theme Park World and see if any light comes with that. And let's actually see if it spins around. Okay, so I can definitely hear it spinning. And the light is definitely on at the front. I don't know if you guys can see that, probably not. So it sounds like it registers something. And that's definitely right in. The cable's right in, it's just not picking it up. Right, let's see what's going on. We're actually going to take apart the PlayStation 1. Now, I have just watched the video on how to do this, but I don't know how good it's going to be. So, in a sense, I'm just going to try and wing it. Now, it should be as simple as finding the Phillips screws on the back and starting with those. These are very, very loose. Well, the first one was anyway, so I don't know if that means somebody's already been in it to attempt to fix it. The woman on the video that I just watched indicated that it could be the video chip inside, the encoder chip apparently. And all she done was apply some flux around the chip just to make sure the little pins were all nice and clean. And she said that resolved her video problem. So we're gonna take it apart first and see if that is something that we can do. How can I forget my gloves, man? Wow. Oh, I forgot to remove the disc, mate. Not ideal. Close that back up. We will be giving everything a clean a little bit later. But I'd like to find out what the actual issue is first. So nothing jumps out at me straight away, but I am a noob when it comes to these sort of things. So apparently we remove this ribbon cable, which is for the disk drive. And we remove this little one as well. And then I think this can just lift off. Yeah, there we go. There's our There's our discus drive. Also got to try and keep everything in some sort of order so I don't get messy. But the next thing is to pry this up. Oh, take this little clip off apparently, which seems to... It should just come off. I don't know if I'm meant to apply a bit of pressure there or whether we just leave it or what. But I'm going to disconnect the power supply from the motherboard. Let's do that because that always seems like a good idea. And I don't know why this little bit doesn't come off. I mean, the woman just wiggles it about, bro. Like, it makes it, again, look so easy. Like, no instruction on how to actually remove it. Just gives it a little wiggle and it pops out. Surely, like, yo, this is a tough one, dude. Like, do you lift up? Like, what way do you lift? Do you twist? I mean, how important is this thing anyway? Do I just give it a little... That was not easy. This little thing was not easy. Had to give that some force. I'm also going to remove this ribbon cable as well. Just very, very slowly and gently. I'm just going to pry it up very slowly. So this one should, just giving it a little wiggle, pop out of place. Again, just trying to keep everything in line. So if I just put that here to show you guys, just keep that as is. And then we can take off this, which should in turn show us the motherboard. Now, I don't know what this is. Like, I don't know if you guys can see. I don't know if that's what we like to call water damage, guys. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. But I will have a look in a second. There's a couple of screws here for this protector. Oh, now again, this wasn't something that I see in the video, like in terms of where the screws were. She kind of just lifted it off and was like, whoop. So I'm guessing, so I'm gonna put that bottom right and then bottom left. Now I can't see any more screws, so I am assuming that this just pops off. And that it does. Ah, bro, someone's definitely been in here. What the frick? They've done all sorts, man. What's this? I mean, I have no idea what has gone on. But I can tell you that this is not what it's meant to look like. I do not have a Scooby on what I am doing. I kind of almost just want to like take off this board here. I really, really want, but he soldered it down, like proper down. Or she, whoever has attacked this, bro. What's this? There's a little mark here as well, look. Can you see that little mark? Looks like a chocolate stain. Someone's been eating some chocolate whilst trying to repair this PS1. Oh, bro, I thought this might be I thought this hopefully might have been a simple fix, but I see there's a lot of soldering. There's a lot of tape already of somebody who's tried to go at this. So I'm going to do the next best thing that I know to do. And that is live stream it. The encoder chip, that's me using my technical terms, is apparently under this bit here. Now, I don't want to lift this all up because of what I see, which is a lot of yellow ishy tape. And, you know, this metal bit's been soldered. Like, look. It's been soldered, bro. This metal shield bit has been soldered. But that bit isn't attached. That's not going to mean that it's not going to work, right? This is some strong tape, dude. I'm just going to show it up to you guys in the stream as well, just so you can see. I don't know if you guys can just about see that. So through the power of Twitch, we discovered that there was a region chip in the PS1. I believe a region chip is used so you can play games anywhere in the world on this console. I could be wrong. So what we decided to do next was to remove the chip and all of the solder on the chip to see if this would fix the output display. I took pictures just in case we needed to put the chip back in for the device to work. It worked. Yeah, I'm sick. What? I got it. I got the solder. There's none solder. None solder? There's no solder on it at all. You know, I don't think I got that bit, but I'm going to leave it. I didn't get that one either. It's okay. Fine. We're leaving them on. We're leaving them on. I got that bit. Yo. Three, 2, 1. It's on. Right, this is really aching my arm. Really aching my arm. Okay. Okay. So that's not worked. Okay. So we've taken off the chip and it's still not working. Now with there being no sound, that kind of makes me worry as well, because it sounds like, well, it doesn't sound like anything because there's no sound, but it sounds like it's something more serious, you know? And now we're going to resolder the chip, seeing as removing it didn't work. Okay, good. That's the first one done. Fine, that one's in. Good. I am shaking like a leaf, bro. Come on now. Now, this is going to be the tricky part because these wires interlace. So I don't know if this is going to work or not. Okay, I think that is as far as we go at the moment, to be 100% honest with you. I don't feel comfortable in really doing anything else, but what we're going to do now is reassemble it real quick and see if that has made the slightest bit of difference. Okay, so the cable's in, the console's, the power is in, and I'm just about to turn the power on. You ready? Here we go. And as you can see, we don't get absolutely anything, nothing. But the green power light's on. You can't hear the disc spinning because there's no disc in. However, so if I put this in, close it. I don't know if you guys can hear that. You might be able to. Yeah, it's definitely spinning. You can hear it. And then if I open it now, you see the disc is spinning. It was you know. This is the weird part. It's there. It's spinning. But nothing's coming on the AV. Okay guys, so unfortunately we're going to wrap this one up. I'm a little bit upset because we weren't able to fix it. However, there's always a silver lining, and that silver lining is I've learned a lot today, even if it is just taking apart a PS1. Just to quickly summarise exactly what I've done. I first turned on the PS1, I plugged it into the TV, I was getting power, but I wasn't getting any output through the video. Nothing on the TV came up whatsoever. It was almost like it wasn't recognised. I then took apart the PS1 and found a chip, and I believe this is a region chip that someone had previously put into it. So I took the chip out, desoldered everything that was on it, and then tried to turn it on again and still had no luck. Exactly the same thing. When I put the chip back in, I soldered it back into the exact same places. With a fresh bit of solder, I got the exact same result. I put it into the TV and it didn't work. So if anyone at all has any ideas on how I could possibly get this fixed or what I need to do next, then please let me know. It's not a great feeling not being able to fix something, but at the end of the day, I am still an amateur with this and I need to remember that, and I still just need to have some patience. But we will fix it. This isn't me giving up in any way, shape, but we will get this fixed. It doesn't have a resale value. I'm not putting it back on eBay. I will be keeping it. and ideally want to get rid of the chip. But guys, if you did enjoy the video, please make sure you thumbs it up and subscribe if you want to see more content from myself. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.